Howdy folks, we've managed to get some time outside here today to show you some product reviews. Today I want to show you the Oztent Malamoo Mega 4-person pop-up tent. It's the biggest pop-up tent in our range. A little bit different in setup and pack up than other pop-up tents. We want to show you the whole procedure, how it'll work. We've managed to get a fairly windy day, so I'm going to pop this up, but I've got some pegs ready down here to go. You wouldn't want to pop this up and then leave it sitting around on a windy day, or it's going to end up in the creek or who knows where. Let's get started, we'll set it up and have a look at the features. So there's peg points all around the base of the Malamoo Mega. A lot of people are tempted to use this little gap here. We don't recommend putting a peg through there. Hammering a peg down onto this under hard ground will actually damage the pole. The pole runs around the base there. There are loops all around the base. There's one here and one on the other side here to use for pegs. I'm actually just going to slide my ground sheet over a little bit so I can get all those pegged down properly. So the guy ropes with the Oztent Malamoo range are a nice bright orange, so you can see them during the day, and they've got a reflective strip in them so you can see them at night as well in your torch beam. Oztent have got a 4-point attachment on these guy ropes with a little loop here that sort of auto equalises between all 4 points, so they're actually really good guy ropes. So put them all out every time you use the tent, and they've got obviously just a simple slide adjustment to make sure they're all nice and firm. So the two steel uprights to extend this small awning at the front of the Malamoo Mega. Creates a little bit of a sheltered space, I suppose, if the weather's poor. A little bit of shade as well. The 2-section steel poles easily clip together with a spigot that go through the brass eyelet at the end of these awnings here, and it comes with 2 extra guy ropes that just loop over the top, holds it all nice and secure. As you can see, it pitches quite nicely, even on this windy day. So we've got the Malamoo Mega set up for you. I had to wrangle with it a little bit on this windy day and make a few adjustments to the guy ropes, but it's standing quite nicely even in the wind. Features of the Malamoo Mega, on top of the main front entrance, it's got 3 windows, one on each side like this, and a rear window. They've all got storm flaps that are open and closed from the outside, zips on each side, and a bit of Velcro there, so still has a bit of ventilation through there. So as well as the windows, there are also vents at the front of the Malamoo Mega here, just for a bit of extra ventilation. There's a bit of foam in here, it's a bit of a stiffener. And just a Velcro tab with a kickstand underneath. So opening them just allows a bit of ventilation through between the inner tent and the flyer. That's pretty much it for the exterior. Obviously you can shut this front door as well when it's stormy to give you full protection from rain and wind. I want to take you inside now and show you the features in there. So there's actually a reasonable size front vestibule in the Malamoo Mega. I've got room in here to probably get dressed if I wanted. So you're walking through this front storm flap into a vestibule, and then you've got a double door that goes into the main tent. It's this interior tent, sort of detachable from the interior, but you can see on the floor here, it's actually sewn in. I don't know why you would want to unclip these around the edge, they're just basic little loops. But it is an all-in-one tent. You don't need to set anything else up in here over the top of what we've already done. There's a double door here leading to the main sleeping area of the tent. We'll take you inside and show you what's in there. So we're now inside the sleeping area of the tent. It is a 4-person tent. It'd be very squeezy for adults. It'd be a tight tent for a couple and some small kids, but probably manageable. But probably a roomy 2-person touring style tent. There are, as I mentioned before, the 3 doors. So in terms of ventilation, you've got 3 windows here. There's no privacy flaps, so if you open those external storm flaps, you've got nothing inside to sort of adjust. You have to adjust that from the outside. But for ventilation, you've got those 3 doors, and then the main door at the front here. So you can see you've got a mesh panel and a solid panel, so you could open it up with plenty of ventilation if you needed. There's a couple of small storage pockets, and that's pretty much it inside. There aren't any lantern hooks or anything like that. Pretty basic. We've done some tests on what size mattress you'll fit in here. You probably fit 2 singles. You wouldn't fit 4 single mattresses in here, maybe a double. So that's the Malamoo Mega 4-person pop-up tent. As I mentioned before, it's the biggest pop-up tent in our range. As I mentioned also, they say it's 4-person. I'd probably recommend 2 to 3, maybe a couple and a child. It's probably what it's best for. But it is a really quick setup family camping tent. plenty of space inside for sleeping and storage at the front. Good for a quick weekend getaway with minimal fuss. That's it guys, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.